Hi guys, happy Wednesday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me. This is Stamping A to Z, a series just looking at all the different products and how to use them, different techniques on how to use them. We have fun every Wednesday, so hopefully you'll join me. If this is your first time, come regularly. The more the merrier. I love to see comments. I try to answer as we go. This is episode 53. Today we are going to look at the linen paper. It is in our annual catalog. It comes in 12 by 12 sheets and it's lots of fun to play with. So you might have missed it when you were looking through the catalog. So I'm going to show you a couple different ways to use it today. There is some exciting stuff going on right now as well. There is a seasonal sale. It started yesterday. It only goes till tomorrow. So if you need some supplies, you want to get on it right away, I will go through and show you as I flip you over. And there's also a deal if you want to join my team. And so you could take advantage of both right now. Lots of sales and savings to be had. So let's get started. I'm going to do the awkward flippy-doo as you get a view. So fun. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's start with just the sales that are going on. So right now, if you want to join my team, there's many reasons to join. One is primarily for savings for yourself. Two, some people want to be a hobby demonstrator and just kind of do enough to make their quarterly minimums and do their thing, and then you can do it as a business. So lots of options. There's no commitment. You can just get the sale, get the deal, and then never do anything else. So you can actually sign up and then let it go and then sign up again. It's really not a large commitment that way. So right now, normally our deal is $135, and then you get to choose $165 worth of product. Right now, till the end of November, it's only $100, and you still get to choose $165. So you're getting $165 worth of product for $100. Now the bonus with that is they don't charge shipping or tax on that. So when you spend $100, you're spending $100 and you're getting $165 worth of product. So good thing to keep in mind if it's ever in the back of your mind. Next is our seasonal sale. So starting yesterday and until tomorrow, there's 10% off our cardstock, all the colors of cardstock, even 12 by 12. It's 15% off the ink pads. This doesn't include the bundled ink pads, like when you buy a family of 10. They're just the individual ones, but 15% off saves you even more than buying it bundled. So great way to buy inks right now. And the best is the 20% off dies. So all of the dies in our annual catalog are 20% off right now. So if you want to know where to find this stuff, you go to the back of the catalog. You can find it on my store here, lindagibbs.stampinup.net. You can find the catalogs on there if you do not have a paper copy. If you do have a paper copy, the colors can be found on page 122, 123. So this tells you all the cardstock that there is, all the ink pads. There's blends, there's other stuff too, but not on sale. And then for the inks, actually the inks are listed in here as well, I believe. Yeah, so there's the ink pads and then there's the ink refills. So these are all of our colors. Those are all of your choices. Then the dies can be found starting on page 157. Now keep in mind, well, it's still a pretty good savings with the 20% off, but some of the dies are bundled. So if it's a stamp set and a die set that you want and it's bundled at 10% off, it's almost the same as if you were to buy just the dies. But if you just want the dies, you can do that. They're not all bundled though. either. And sometimes you don't want the stamp set, so that's okay. These ones are no longer bundled once you get onto page 162. So 20% off. Great deal. I even picked up a few. I just wanted to show, oh, I forgot to turn on. I don't even know if anyone's watching me. I'm just chatting away. Haven't turned on my iPad to see if anyone's on here. Oh my goodness. Hi, Marcy. I'm just in my own little world today. So yeah, I just wanted to show you a couple of my favorite, here's my stack. These are some new ones that I wanted to point out. These are the basic borders dies, super fun. This is another new one this year, stitched greenery die. It makes for a really nice background. It's all one big die. This is something I use very regularly, the Stitch So Sweetly dies. Nice labels, and then the scalloped rectangles. This is another one. I love the label options in here. The hippo stuff is super cute, but just the labels alone are great. If you don't have an alphabet die, this is one you need to have. It is awesome. The dies that I ordered, I'll tell you in a sec. The rectangular stitch framelits, these I use all the time. I cannot live without these. If you don't have them, I highly suggest that you get your hands on those. The new layering diorama dies, those are super fun to use. This is another new one, the Picture This dies. Tailor-Made Tags, these are great for as tags, but also on cards. Tasteful Labels, again, another great one for labels. This one I love, and there's several stamp sets that actually can be cut out with this, and they're one big stamp set, and then this is just one single die. I've showed it before and used it before, but you can use it just for even one label, but it's great because, I mean, you've got tons of labels right at your hand that you can fit a ton of. You don't have to just use the stamp set. And then the Scallop Contours dies. This came out this year and I have used it a ton. Now, the ones that I have ordered, obviously I don't have them yet. Oh, well, it's hard to pick favorites, really, but, okay. So I ordered these iconic dies. I love the mushrooms and the branch and the bird and just everything. I'm so excited to get that one. I did finally get the Give It a Whirl. This one is, it's a spinny card that you can make with it. So I thought I would get that because that's just a totally different card. And I think I got one. Oh, Marcy, you'll laugh. I got the words finally, just like you did the other day. I got this Word Wishes. I have the stamp set, so I wanted to get the words that went with it. So those are the ones I splurged on. And of course I stocked up on paper. Even the basic white was very vanilla, it's all on sale. And I think even the shimmery paper, not the specialty like the vellum and the watercolor paper, those aren't on sale, but all your regular cardstock are on sale and awesome. So yeah, don't miss out on the sale. It ends tomorrow. You can use the host code if you are under $200. As soon as you go over $200, you want to put your own, don't use the host code because then you get your own hostess rewards. Hi, Yolande, I'm glad you made it. There's a language problem in the French. It didn't translate well. Oh, I hate it when they do. So the best way to know what you're getting when you order French, Marcy, and maybe you already know, is if you go on the website and you actually pull up the French catalog. It's so much, because my mom was ordering the French ones and there was a couple times where the wording just, it didn't translate well and she didn't like it either. It only has joyeuse, not joyeux. Huh. That is very strange. I'm surprised. Joyeuse Noël. Yeah, that wouldn't work, would it? You could call and ask. Yeah, the wording is weird. You have to be careful with that. I would call, even just send an email or something, or call or whatever, and just, or if, I don't know if they do they have it for customers? If not, let me know if you can't call them, and I will even just leave them a message to let them know that their wording isn't great, because usually when they know, yeah, it could be from France, but sometimes it just does. I think they're just American. I don't know. Maybe they probably stick it in Google Translate or something. I don't know how they translate it, but yeah, it seems to be getting a little bit better, but translation has always been a bit of an issue. So yeah, always check the French catalog before you order, if you're ordering in French or German or whatever, and check and make sure it has the sayings that you actually want. So on today's fun, it's this linen paper. I don't know if you can see. I think I showed it quickly at my catalog launch party when I did the annual catalog. It is true linen, but it has a backing on it because it has adhesive. So you can leave the adhesive on if you want it to be thicker. It makes it also much easier to run through the dye machine, and you can cut it with dies really easily. So it comes in 2 sheets of 12 by 12. It's $8.25, so not expensive. It can be found on page 136 of our annual catalog. It is all natural. It's acid free and lignin free. I don't know how to say that. I've never known how to say that. If anyone knows how to say it, let me know. All right, so what can we do with it other than obviously just use it as plain white linen? First, so I have here the fun, the Arctic Bears and Polar Bear die bundle, which is in our mini catalog. My other, I did try to use some current, some of the stuff on sale just so you could see, but unfortunately these dies aren't on sale, but it is a really cute set. One more month, well, I guess more than a month, because it goes till December, I think the end of December. Anyways, so I cut out the iceberg in just basic white, but then I also cut it out in the linen, and I don't know if you can see, it actually did take the impressions, and it keeps it even after you peel it off. But now my whole idea was that I wanted to create texture on my iceberg, because it, you know, that's why they put these lines in, to try and make it a little more textured, but ice isn't smooth, and so I wanted to just show you how you can create texture with the linen. So if you peel off the backing, so this is just the backing paper, and then you've got the linen, which is nice and sticky. I just started kind of crumpling it, and I did this originally without a second iceberg on the back, but then because the linen is not a true white, when I put it onto the gray, it really stood out as not white, and so with the rest of the card it just looked funny. So anyways, so you can still see, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but it still kept the impressions from the dies, but I just created a few more, like a little bit more texture on there. And then, I guess I don't have to make it all, I can just show you these are all just pieces and parts from the polar bear. And this is from the cabin, it's the Peaceful Place I love this paper, and I wanted to show you because it's actually a good way to use the paper, because there's this, it's a 12 by 12, and this I just cut off the top for this piece, because you're probably going to use these pieces. If you're not using it for scrapbooking, you'll probably use the lower pieces for a card with the trees and stuff. So this is a good way to use the top part. So then this is another piece out of the dies. You've got the ice. I love these little polar bears too. They're so cute. So anyways, that's kind of how I put it together. I did not, this is my own variation, but I did not copy. What's the word? Oh, it's not coming to me. Oh, I cased. Cased it from someone else. But aren't these little baby bears so cute? Anyways, I had to get the polar bears because my boys love polar bears. So they, when they were looking at the catalog, I was told I had to get that one. And it is very cute. So that is one way you can use the linen. Another way you can use the linen is as binding for if you want to make a mini album or just a stronger little book for someone. It's great binding because it's already all got the adhesive. But I wanted to show you how well it stamps as well. So I have a couple of snowflakes. These are from the Snowflake Wishes. This is in the annual catalog. It was around in the mini last year, so you might have it from last year if you don't already. These dies are awesome. And guess what? Because it's in the annual catalog, these dies are on sale, 20% off. I don't have the price, but it's actually a really cool one because this one, you have the cut out the reverse so you can have just a nice background, and then this one, I don't think you can tell because of the way I put it, but it's like an open tag kind of with the snowflake background. I mean, yeah, see this, they show the reverse of it, but you could use the open part or that part, and it's kind of cool. So it's a different set of snowflakes. Anyways, just thought I'd point out that they're 20% off in case you need snowflakes. Never have too many snowflakes. Okay, so then just make sure you're well inked, and then you can see it picks up the ink quite well. You want to let it sit for sure so that the ink can soak in. I should grab a scrap piece of paper so I can stamp off. Hang on here. There's my okay. Do some smaller ones. So we got a nice big dump of snow yesterday, and I still haven't been able to go biking yet in it. I so want to go, but I haven't had time. I had a busy day yesterday, so I'm hoping maybe tonight. I would love to go in the nice sunshine, though. It's so nice and sunny today. It's beautiful outside. Yolande, what does, oh, her name's a blank in my head right now. What's your puppy's name? Oh my God. I can picture. Anyways, does she like the snow? I know well, Willow anyways does Charlie Chaplin's When the Snow Comes. She loves the snow. Aspen, I don't think she loves it as much. She gets colder easier and lower to the ground, so it's more work. Lucy, that's what it is. Oh my gosh, my brain just not working. Okay, so I pre-inked another piece in the red, real red. Now I used a blending brush, but I also just took the stamp pad and just went right down on it because I wanted it to be a closer red, to like be more vibrant. Lucy loves the snow. Does she get stuck in the snow? Because her legs are pretty, oh, and it rained, Marcy. Yeah, and I saw in Vancouver, they're getting so much flooding from all the rain. It's kind of scary. It's crazy, crazy weather. I'll take the snow any day over rain. Especially, it's not too cold. Not yet anyways, so I guess it didn't. I must not have cut it off of each other because it doesn't match. Not that it matters because I'm going to put a piece in between. So this is from, this paper is from the, so you can't get it anymore. So hopefully you got it while it was out. It was on the celebration for the deer. What's it called? Peaceful Prints. It goes with the deer set that's in our mini catalog right now. So anyways, I cut this out and now I was going to put the red on the inside and this on the outside, but I'm thinking I'm going to do it opposite. So you want to leave a little bit of a gap in between, but not too big. And then just peel. Yeah, Mike ran and got studs on our tire, or we just switched over our tires the day it was snowing, just so we could go out and play. All right, we get very excited when it snows here. A little bit of a weirdo, but gotta enjoy it, otherwise winter is super long. Okay, so there's the one side, all nicely bound, and then you can just go on the other side. Because you know how if you just score your cardboard and then you put some paper, it cracks over time, so it's nice because the linen is actual fabric, so it's not gonna, oopsie, that's, didn't get the sticky part. There we go. Okay. Yeah, booties are, Willow hates booties. And really she, unless it's minus 30, she doesn't complain. Whereas Aspen, she hates the booties, but she needs them. They have some that work well that don't fall off, but I find it rubs on their dew cloth, so I do worry about it a little bit. Anyways, so isn't that, oops, you can tell, like it's hardcore, it's not gonna tear, it's not gonna crack, and you have your little mini album. And of course you can embellish, decorate, and then add your pages as you go. So I thought that might be my Christmas mini album for memories. And then next up, we are moving away from Christmas. Although I really feel like I need to do more Christmas stuff. I haven't done a lot. So here's another piece of the linen. I'm going to show you how it works with the blending brushes to put the color on. This is Sahara Sand that I'm using. And you just, again, it picks up the color really nicely. And you can go as dark or as light as you want, just depending on A, how much you put on your brush, B, how many passes you do. how patient you are. Those of you who know me, I'm not the most patient person around. So let me put a piece of the non-colored stuff next to it so you can see for yourself. Like, it really does change the color. And then I will, oopsie, I don't want to close that. I'm going to stamp on it with the same color, but just because I'm direct stamping, it gets that much darker. There we go. I love this little, oh, I did it again. I told myself not to do it. So I did this the last time. Don't stamp before you add some extra colors. So I wanted it to look really worn. So I took some Blushing Bride and I added it to the background. But if you hit your words, then they get all smushed. So I'm just gonna be careful to not hit the wording. I won't put too much water on. That was my bad. I did it the last time and I told myself, don't do it. We're demoing, and what do I do? Oh well. Like I said, I always show you guys what not to do so that when you do it, you won't make the mistake. Okay, just so I don't get some on there by accident, I'll stop there. So you can see it's fun. It does start to curl when it gets wet. And I did, another thing I realized is if I had a really wet spot on my one and I hadn't dried it. So when you go to pull the backing, the adhesive kind of came off. So I'm just gonna give it a little bit of a dry. There's one spot that looks a little wet, but I don't think it's too bad. It should be okay. Guess we'll find out. We'll have another what not to do. So then I took the same color as what I colored this, because obviously I didn't, it gets pretty clear when you pull it because it's not, it's fairly porous. So I didn't want it to look like a different color. So I cut this one slightly smaller than this, and you'll see why in a second. And pardon my head. It's nice to get over top of it. Okay. Then, so I have a bit of overhang, and you will see why. So I'm taking my Take a Pick tool. If you don't have a Take a Pick tool, just take something that's got like a needle end and then just pull. It's easier if you do one strand at a time, but sometimes it's hard to get just one strand. That was one strand, so you could see it doesn't get stuck like when you try and pull two. So anyways, you get the hint. I don't have to go all the way around, but you get this nice frayed edge, so it has a really worn look to it. And then for the finished product, You have the nice worn, and then so it has the Sahara sand just like this on behind, and then I mounted it onto the black cardstock and then onto white. So Yolande, you'll probably reckon, I'm pretty sure it's you that said you just ordered the Meadow Dies. But anyways, someone did. Pretty sure it was you. So yeah, these are the Meadow Dies, which by the way are also on sale just till tomorrow, 20% off. These are super fun dies, and the two little labels are so cute. They go with this stamp set, so they don't have to go together. The little love does fit the tag perfectly. The thinking of you and you're too kind go on the label really well, but I mean, I should have used the splatter and put some on there, but I didn't. So anyways, I just had a little bit of fun with some watercoloring and cutting out, and then I threw it on. And then I thought, because I was going vintagey, I don't even know if that's a word. I pulled out, you did order, okay, that's what I thought. The brushed metallic adhesive back dots. These are in our August to December mini, in the holiday mini as I call it. I haven't really found much place to use them because they're brushed, so they do have a bit of a more vintage feel, I find. So anyways, I thought it looked good on here, and then I used the black matte dots for my butterfly because I just found it was too yellow and it needed a body, so I made it a body with some bling. Anyways, those are, I only had 3 projects today. Sometimes I do 4, but I only had time for 3. So if we look at them again, we have the iceberg texture. And here I used the sequins from the Peaceful Place also, the same as the Designer Series paper. And then we used the linen as binding. Great binding. And then we had our fun little non-Christmas card. So yeah, if you have linen, hopefully this gets you to pull it out and use it. If you do use it, make sure you tag me so I see it, or just post it in the comments. I'd love to see your projects. And yeah, I'm sure there's many more ways to use it, and maybe I will come back around and do part 2 at some point, but that's what I have for you today. So hopefully next Wednesday I will have something new again to show you. I think that's all. Just don't forget about the sale and take advantage of that, and stay warm out there for those of you who are in the snow. Stay dry for those who are in the rain. Hopefully somebody is having some nice weather. Well, actually, I consider this nice weather minus the slow driving, so it's all good. Take care. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.